is Ibrahim Yunus. Today is a beautiful day. We've met again. I always say, for things to change, you have to change. And today, guess what? Our topic is a very powerful and beautiful topic. And the topic is 10 lessons from the 10 times rule by Grant Cardone. 10 lessons from the 10 times rule by Grant Cardone. There are powerful lessons, more than 20, more than 30 lessons, but I can't share all of them. I decided to pick only 10 to share with you. And sometimes knowledge is not always about learning. You learn and apply them. And if you're able to apply these 10 lessons, inshallah, your life will never be the same. For things to change, you have to change. So I'm going to list them, then I'll pick one and explain. The first lesson I learned from 10 times rule is that people who completely commit themselves to success seem to get lucky in life. The harder I work, the luckier I become. If you commit harder into a course of action, inshallah, you are going to see reward from that. The second lesson I learned from this book, 10 times rule by Grant Cardone, that in no way someone's success limits your ability to create financial success for yourself. Someone's success cannot limit your ability to create success for yourself. I'll explain that. I just need to list them. The third lesson I learned from the 10 times rule by Grant Cardone, he said that success does not happen to you, it happens because of you. Success does not happen to you, it happens because of you. It's because of your actions that will bring you success. So if you don't do certain things, you are not going to get some success. I will explain that. The fourth lesson I learned from 10 times rule by Grant Cardone, that success really depends on where a person is in life. Success really depends on where a person is in life. Where you are in life will determine what success means to you. So I'll explain that one too. The fifth lesson I learned from 10 times rule by Grant Cardone, that take full responsibility of your life. Take 100% responsibility of your life. Not 50%, not 80%, not even 99% of your life. Take 100% responsibility of your life. If you want to completely change your life, you must be willing to take 100% responsibility of your life. He said that people who don't take full responsibility of their life don't do well in life. People who don't take full responsibility of their life, they don't do well in life. Do you want to do well in life? Then take full responsibility of your life. Anything that happened to you, anything somebody does is extra, but you must take full responsibility. The sixth lesson I learned from this book, 10 times rule by Grant Cardone, that obscurity, your only real problem is obscurity. Many people don't know you. That when you are new in any industry, your real problem is obscurity. Many people don't know you. And he has given a solution on how to solve it. Do you want to know it? Then continue to watch the lesson. The seventh lesson I learned from this book, 10 times rule, he said that you will always be criticized by people doing less than you. When you start doing things, when you start succeeding in life, it will attract attention. Some of them will like you and some will hate you, but you'll be criticized by those doing less than you. Do you want to know the eighth lesson from this book? That be organized. The universe is organized. And if you want the universe to help you, you must be organized. If you are disorganized, the universe will deal with you. I'll explain that. The ninth lesson from 10 times rule, that the antidote to all human suffering is love and being grateful. I don't care whatever you are going through. If you are very grateful and you live in love, loving because of God, doing things for people because of God, not because they deserve it. Start to do things because of God. You are going to have a beautiful life in this life. It's a powerful book. Books are the friends of the wise. I don't joke with books. And do you want to know the last lesson I learned from this book? That your goal must be people automatically think about you first when they think about your industry. Any industry you find yourself, when they think about that industry, your name should pop up. your abilities must be in the minds of people. So for instance, if you come to Tamale here and mention music, everybody know Fansagada, rap, Macasio, football. So which industry you are, motivational speakers, which industry you are, when they mention that industry, your name pop up. So now that I've stated all the lessons, now let's pick each one and digest them. Are you ready? Good. The first one, people who completely commit themselves to success seem to get lucky in life. The first rule, the first lesson I learned from 10 times rule is that it's about commitment. It's about persistence. Because people who completely commit themselves to success, they are those that become successful. If you are not completely committed to your success, trust me, you are not going to get it. It doesn't matter whether it's your marriage. If you want happy marriage, you have to be completely committed to it. If you want financial abundance, completely commit to it. Another word for commitment is persistent. What is commitment or what is persistent? Continuing firmly in an opinion or course of action in spite of difficulty or opposition. Whatever it is that is important, when you start to do, guess what? There will be difficulties. Many people quit. But people who are committed, they will never quit. They will never quit. And if you continue to commit to that goal you really want, guess what? You'll be tested. But if you continue, inshallah, you will see success at the end. So the first lesson I learned from this book, that people who completely commit themselves to success seem to get lucky in life. So if you want to be lucky in life, you need to learn how to commit. It doesn't matter whatever it is, you must learn how to commit. Commitment is very, very important. People who are not committed to anything, they cannot achieve anything in life. Everything you want in life, it takes commitment. And I love this second quote, that the harder I work, the luckier I become. That was one very successful man. People say he's lucky. He said yes, because the harder I work, the luckier I become. When you are lazy, you cannot be lucky. You cannot be lucky being lazy. I don't know what is it in your heart God has put in your heart. But if you achieve it, it's commitment. It's persistent. I was reading the Quran, I got to a point that Satan is a persistent rebel. I said, who is a persistent rebel? Somebody who continues firmly in an opinion or course of action in spite of difficulty or opposition. When Satan wants to destroy your life, he will persist you. He will follow you. Even if it will take him 30 years, he will do that. Our problem is that when we start something and there's some little difficulty, you see us looking for so many reasons to quit. Now, when you quit that thing and pick another one, are you saying there will not be difficulty? They will. You will quit that one too. So before you realize, you start quitting in life. You start something, 70%, you quit. You take another thing, 30%, you quit. In fact, if you want to succeed in life, stop quitting. Yes, there are certain things you must quit. Like certain things are there, they are not worthy your time. They are not your passion. Somebody is trying to put them on you. You can quit those things. But something you really say you love to do, this is something you say you want. It's not somebody who said you should go for it. You said, this is what I want to do. Then it takes commitment. And commitment, what separates you from others, what shows you are committed is when the difficulties start coming, when opposition starts coming. I know a lot of people, I want to have a happy marriage. They don't know they will be tested. Until you are committed, you will never see beyond the difficulties. Whatever you are doing, trust me, there will be difficulties, there will be challenges. And it is only those who are committed that will see it through, that will go through. And once you go through, guess what? The other side is success. And it's not only about you. If you're able to commit to pass through something, all your young ones will be able to do that. all the young ones. If you are a mother who is lazy, you are teaching your daughter to be lazy. If you are a mother who easily quit, you are teaching your children how to easily quit. Any woman who is able to survive, your child will survive. Any man who easily give up, who is lazy, who is doing so many things that are not necessary, you are teaching your son to do the same. So commitment is not even only about you. There are a lot of people that depends on you. In fact, always finish what you started. In fact, that's the attitude I'm encouraging everybody to develop. Finish what you started. Whether it's from drink, when you buy a drink, finish it. Whether it's writing a book, finish it. Whether it's reading a book, finish it. I've never started a book I don't finish. Whatever it is you've started, finish it. Until maybe that thing is not worthy. That one, I surrender to you. But aside from that, if you know this thing, God is pleased with it, you are okay with that, it will serve your family, it will serve your society, finish it. Finish the things you start. And the only way to be able to finish the thing you start is to learn to say no. Learn how to say no to other stupid activity. Because anytime you start something that is very important, other activities will come. Guess what? You have only 24 hours. So if you are doing this, before you realize you wasted a lot of time. So I would love to do it, but not now. Let me finish with this one. Because if I don't finish with this one and I pick this one, it's going to affect this one. So I'm sorry, I'll not be able to do this. Finish things you start. So the first lesson I learned from this book, the 10 times rule, that people who completely, I love that, people who completely commit themselves to success are those who succeed. And that the harder I work, the luckier I get. So if you want to be lucky, you must learn how to work harder. If you want success, you must commit to it. If you are very average, if you are very lazy towards success, you won't get it. You just get the scratch. It's very important. So let's go to the second lesson I learned from this book, 10 Times Rule by Grant Cardone. I think he's the New York Times best-selling author of If You Are Not First, You Are Last. The only difference between success and failure, the 10 times rule. The second lesson I learned from this book is that in no way someone's success limits your ability to create your success. Someone's success does not limit your ability to create success. For example, do you know Warren Buffett? Go and browse about him. Go on YouTube, go on Google and Google Warren Buffett. When he started, there were a lot of people that were very successful than him. But that never limited Warren Buffett from becoming successful. Whether it's Bill Gates, whether it's Elon Musk. When Elon Musk started, there were a lot of people that were very successful than him. Someone's success does not limit your ability to create success. Whether it's Dr. Eric Thomas, when he started, there were a lot of people that were successful, but that never limited his ability from becoming successful. So stop being jealous of someone's success. Their success does not limit your ability to create success. There were people that were once more successful than most successful people we know today. So whatever you want to do, stop saying somebody is already doing that. They can't do it the way you do it. If you look at our fingertips, everybody's fingertips is different. Everybody. Even if it is twins, you are unique. The way you do things separates you from others. There are a lot of motivators, but they can't do the way I do. It's exclusively for me. God preserved that for me. So I have my own audience. There are some people, other motivators cannot motivate except me. I know people, when they just hear my voice, they watch the video throughout. But when they listen to other motivators, they can't listen to them because they are my people. I have other motivators I can listen to more than an hour. There are others I can't listen to them. Even 15 minutes is hard for me because they are not me. So the second lesson I learned from 10 times rule, great Cardone, he said that in no way someone's success limits your ability to create success for yourself. Let me ask you this question. All the money that were existed during King Solomon's time, Where is that money? Did you go to heaven? Did the money go to heaven? If you don't even read Quran, one thing you know is that we came here naked, we'll go back naked. So there's no way King Solomon riches, all the riches have gone back to heaven. No, they are all here. It's about preparing yourself. It's about packaging yourself, being good at something to attract your part. I love Jim Rohn, that if you share the whole world money to everybody, it's just a matter of time. The right people will attract the money back again. We have what we call creating value. What successful people do is that they spend time creating value in themselves. Then when they invest in themselves, they create a value. Most poor people or most people, the mistake they do is that they don't invest in themselves. They don't create value in themselves. So they work hard to make money. And when they make that money, they go to exchange their money with the value created by the rich people. So they end up poor again. If you want more money, add value to yourself, become valuable, create a value. People work hard, make money, and come and exchange it for the value. So what are the needs of people? Invest in yourself to carve something, to create it. Don't worry about how hard they are working. All the money they are getting, they will come and buy that value from you. So you see, a lot of poor people will go and work hard and make money. Guess what? We'll spend all the money in the stores of the rich people. So the rich people invest time to create value that we will exchange with our money. So we are not investing ourselves. We are taking our time, trading it for money. And then when we get that money, you can't eat money. You use it to exchange it for a value. So they will spend time creating value. Then we'll use our money, go and buy the value. If you don't want to ever be poor, my brother, my sister, learn how to invest in yourself. Start to create value for yourself. The first time I heard it from Apostle Joshua Sama, I was shocked that the poor don't add value to themselves. They trade their time for money, and when they get the money, they use it to go and exchange for the value other people are putting. This is very important. So in no way someone's success limits your ability to create success for yourself. So all the riches during King Solomon is still there. It's still there. All the riches, Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu, they are all there. All the riches during King Solomon time, they are still there. All the riches, Rasulullah, Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu, Jesus, they are all still there. But you see, you need to have the right mindset. You need to develop the right habit. You need to surround yourself with the right people. If all the people, all your friends are wise, if you are 6 people and you come out and say 5 people are wise, you are wrong. It's 6 people that are wise. If you come and tell me there are 5 people that are rich, it's not true. There are 6. Very soon you will become the thief. So if you have the right mindset and develop the right habit and surround yourself with the right people, trust me, it's just a matter of time. You're going to attract abundance in your life. But if you surround yourself with wrong people, develop the wrong mindset, and develop the wrong habit, you're going to live a very frustrated life. In fact, nobody can help you. Because anytime God sends a helper to you, you kill that person. You destroy that person. You do something to suck the person away. You don't even feel worthy of yourself. So in no way someone's success should limit your ability to create success. Warren Buffett, when he started, there were a lot of successful people than him. He learned from them. Today, he's one of the most successful people on earth. Whether it's Bill Gates, Elon Musk, whether it's Aliko Dangote. When Aliko Dangote started, there were a lot of billionaires in Nigeria. Did that stop him from becoming successful? Oh no. Someone's success does not limit your ability. If you want to go into video editing, don't say they are already successful video editors. The way you do your own will be different from them. And you have audience. Everybody has their audience. It's the same as speakers, footballers. When Mohamed Salah started, there were a lot of footballers, but he still created his own niche. Sadio Mane started. There were a lot of successful footballers. He did his own. I don't care whatever field you picked. Understand that you are unique. and nobody can take your customers from you. There were a lot of motivators in Northern region. I'm building my niche. You let me organize a seminar and see the number of people that will come. When I write a book, the number of people that will buy. When I shoot a YouTube video, I have a lot of motivators. When they post, how many people likes it? How many people watch it? The type of people that like them. I also have my people. So don't let anybody doing something frustrate or stop you or make you think somebody's success could stop your ability to create your own. No. In fact, it should inspire you. So you must let go. Success is limited to some individuals. That's another problem. You must let go. You must let go of this mentality that, oh, as for us, they know we cannot succeed. Success is for certain kind of people. No, success is for everyone who is prepared for it. Success is for everyone who is willing to commit and work hard for it. Success doesn't care whether you are Chinese. It's about identifying the right mindset, developing the right habit, building yourself, surrounding yourself with good people. I don't care whether you are Chinese, Ghanaian, Japanese, you are going to be very successful. It's just a combination to a lock. If you know the combination, it doesn't matter your region. It doesn't matter your height. It doesn't matter whether you are a female or a male. And if you don't have the right mindset, if you don't develop the right habit, if you don't surround yourself with the right people, it doesn't matter whether you are a man or woman, things are going to be very tough for you. So the second lesson I learned from 10 times rule by great Grant Cardone, that in no way someone's success should limit your ability to create your success. Now let's go to the third lesson I learned from the 10 times rule by great Grant Cardone, that success does not happen to you, it happens because of you. Wow. Success does not happen to you, it happens to you because of you. Success does not happen to you, it happens because of you. Success is your duty. Don't jealous when you are not willing to do what the other person is doing. A lot of people feel like they'll be successful when a government is changed. Like when NDC come on power, I'll be successful. When MPP are on power, I'll be successful. But during J.J. Rawlings, J. Kufuor, Atamels, John Dramani Mahama, Nana Akufo-Addo, are you successful? I don't care whichever government comes, they'll do their best, but that can never make you successful. If you want to be successful, the third lesson I learned from this book, success does not happen to you, it happens because of you. You must become success to attract success. Yes, you must become success to attract success. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. The fourth lesson I learned from 10 times rule is that success really depends on where a person is in life. Success really depends on where a person is in life. You know, I remember there was a time in my station where I teach. I was riding a brand new motorbike I bought. And I met this old man. He said, Mr. Yunus, when you can't find your motor, I've stolen it. What it means is that he envied my motor. He wished he can have it. I didn't mind him. Then he told me again that if in case I bought another brand new one, that I should give him this old one. Then I told him, God doesn't need to take from me to give it to you. I said, God can also bless you with your brand new one. We have this mentality that before I'll be blessed, God has to take from somebody for me. So I told him that maybe it's not even motorbike you wanted. That yes, it's true that there's something he needed. So why are you now envying what I have? There are a lot of you, you think for God to bless you, He has to take from others to be able to bless you. God is almighty. He has abundance. You just have to be grateful. He will give you more. He said, if you are grateful, I'll give you more. So success really depends on where a person is in life. There is somebody, success for him or her is to get a job. But where the person is, all what they want is a job. For another person, success for him or her is to increase salary. They want their pay to be increased. For another person, is to get married. For a long time, they've not gotten married. They just want to get married. Some too just want a child. For some, they are sick at the hospital. They just need good health. Someone could not see. They are just praying the day they will have an opportunity to see. Someone could not walk. There's somebody, he has been praying to get a chance to travel outside. The day he will get that chance will be the most successful day of his life. So look at the stage you are in life and ask yourself, what does success really mean to you? Stop taking other people's meaning of success. Somebody is there, success for him is to get a particular car. That's his dream car. It doesn't mean it's wrong or bad. That is what, you don't know his story. You don't know why that thing is very important to him. Somebody is there, they just want to travel. Some just want to get married. So success to a person depends on where a person is in life. It's very, very important. The fifth lesson I learned from the 10 times rule by Grant Cardone, that take full responsibility of your life. Grant Cardone said that take 100% responsibility of your life. You know, when I was young, by then I didn't know this principle. I used to think I'm suffering because of the government, because of my parents, because of the country I found myself. So my praying was that I was blaming the government, my parents, and then the country. I never thought I should blame myself. I always feel like if the government would do the right things, I'll be okay. If my parents would just understand me and do the right things will be okay for me. If I was born in US or maybe London or Germany or Canada, I think I'll be fine. And my life was not changing. 2013, same thing. 2014, 2015. Then I was reading a book and it said that take full responsibility of your life. I said, what do you mean? That start reading books to change the way you think. That the way you think affect the way you act. And the way you act will eventually bring the results you get. I said, wow, the way I think? So, okay. So I started working on the way I think. I started developing some habit. I started doing certain things differently. Today, alhamdulillah, the government is the same. My parents are the same. I'm in the same country, but I am not the same. You see, you can't change other people. You can't change people. Like people choices, people thoughts, people ways. You can't change people. You can't control people. You have no control. God has not given anybody's control over you. God gave us power to have dominion over the earth. You can't control anybody. You can't change your parents. You can't change, like, can you change Nana Akufo-Addo? I'm not talking of like during election we voted. Like, can you change his action? Like when he decides to do something, can you change it? Can you speak to change him from doing that? You can't do that. Even you yourself, it's hard to convince yourself to stop doing certain things. Sometimes there are certain things you have to do, you know it's wrong, but you are still doing them. And you are waiting for somebody to change. When will they change? Stop playing victim. I don't care whether my parents have changed or not. I don't care whether Ghana has changed or not. I don't care whether the government have changed or not. I have changed. I don't blame anybody. I take full responsibility of my life. I cut my coat according to my size. I do what I can. What I cannot do, I don't let it frustrate me. I was reading the Quran, I get to a point that you do what you can do to the best of your abilities. I said, what do you mean? That you do what you can do with the best of your abilities. That then God will do what you cannot do. So, wow. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that there are two things you can do. God has blessed you with the ability to do. And there are things he knows you cannot do, so that you acknowledge him. The beauty of studying Quran is that it teaches you to know which activity is for you and which activity is for him. Many people don't know that, so they do the activity and they still take good activity to do. God is not weak. He doesn't need you to help him. Identify your lane and stay there and leave his work for him. So the fifth lesson I learned from this book is that take full responsibility of your life. It's very important. Take full responsibility of your life. And stop blaming the government, stop blaming your parents, and stop blaming the country. It's very, very important. And I've realized that people who don't take full responsibility of their life, they don't do well in life. People who don't take full responsibility of their life, they don't do well in life. I mean, I remember there was a man, he changed my life. He was with his family members and they gave light out. Oh, then the family people start blaming the government. He didn't mind them. The next day, he brought a generator. He went and bought a generator. And when they gave light out again, he on the generator and there was light. And I was like, why is this guy acting this way? Then there was another time he was late to work because of traffic. And with his colleagues, and they were all complaining, now the traffic, Accra traffic is bad. The next day he got up earlier and he got to work early. He was not late. And he was telling them that had you left just a moment earlier, you could have avoided the situation. Yes. And he said that anything that happened, ask yourself, what can I do next time to reduce the effect on me? So the light out, he asked himself, what can I do? I take full, it's my responsibility. Many people thought it was the government, that it is his responsibility to provide and take care of his family. So what can I do to reduce the effect? Buy a generator. And he can afford it. So guess what? He went and bought that generator. He went to work late. What can I do to reduce late coming? Get up earlier. He got up early. Many people don't know it's their attitude, it's their mindset that is attracting the problem they have. They still think it's their parents. They still think it's the government. They still think it's the country. Trust me, if you don't work on your habit, your mindset, things are not going to be very easy for you. The sixth lesson I learned from the 10 times rule by great Grant Cardone. He said, your only real problem as a young entrepreneur starting in any industry, your only real problem is obscurity. What is obscurity? Many people don't know you. How many people know the thing you are doing? Only few. That's so your only problem in any industry as a young starter is that many people don't know you. So they ask him, what's the solution? That be omnipresent. What is be omnipresent? Be everywhere on social media. A lot of people say, Mr. Edus, you are everywhere. That's the only way to overcome obscurity. If you want to break through, you have to be everywhere. What is everywhere? On Facebook, on WhatsApp, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter, TV stations, radio stations, graphic, every print media, every platform, you must send your information there. Because each platform and their customers, each platform and their audience. So if you are young and you want to break through, you must overcome obscurity. Coca-Cola, they break through obscurity. Many people know Coca-Cola. KFC, do you know KFC is in Tamale here? It's in China. It's in South Africa. Many people know them. If you want to become successful, many people must know you. Anybody who is not doing well is because of obscurity. Look at even iPhones. Look at Apple computers, Apple company. They are everywhere. Canon cameras are everywhere. Voltic, everywhere. I don't know what product you are selling. You must be everywhere. This book, Grant Cardone is everywhere. Had not been because he's here, would I have benefited from this? I love it. He said that the more I post, the more people I help. That's his mentality. That's the mindset he has. The more I post, the more people I help. So I've also taken that. The more I post, the more people I help. So I post on Facebook, I post on Instagram, I post on YouTube, I post on WhatsApp, I post on TikTok. The more I post, the more people I help. I was shocked to realize that the people that are responding on TikTok was more than on YouTube. Like some people consume only TikTok. So if I'm only posting on YouTube, how about them? Who will help them? Stop having some limiting thinking when you are starting. Post everywhere. It will help you to know your customers. The more you post, the more people you'll be able to help. The more you post, the more people you'll be able to help. If you don't post, there are people that will never be helped. Now, I have friends from TikTok. I have friends on YouTube. I have friends on Facebook. I have friends on Instagram. The more I post, the more people I help. Very soon, I'll go on TV, national television. I'll start going on radio. I'll go on graphic. Because the more I share my message, the more people I'm able to help. If you want people to benefit from your work, you must be omnipresent. Had not been because KFC came to Ghana, Tamale, I would never have enjoyed it. Coca-Cola, I would never have enjoyed it. iPhones, Apple computers. Anybody who doesn't think like this, you will never go global. If you want to go global, you must think omnipresent. You must be everywhere. Whatever you are doing, work on becoming good at it and then spread it. Every platform have their audience. Instagram have their audience. TikTok have their audience. Facebook have their audience. YouTube have their audience. And every audience need help. So when you share what you are doing, so far as what you are doing is good, look at people who are selling bad things. They are everywhere. People sell cocaine. People are selling stupid stuff. And they are making money. And you have something valuable that can help people. And you are keeping it to only that your small village. Are you normal? If you have a song that can touch people, send it global. Let people download. Had not been because Apostle Joshua Selman have gone global, I would never have benefited from that man. His messages are powerful. He's a different level. Spiritual, humility is another level. I know people that are contacting me from different countries, African countries. If I had not gone global, would I be able to help them? People from Accra are calling me. People from Takoradi are calling me. People from Kumasi, Tamale, Mali, Burkina Faso, South Africa, England, Britain. People are WhatsApp, Facebook, social media. Your message has changed my life. US. If you want to break obscurity, you must be omnipresent. So the fifth lesson I learned from this book is that your real problem is that many people don't know you. And where would you get money if not from people? So now, when you don't have money, but what it means is that what you are selling, many people are not aware of it. Sometimes it's not about whether your thing is good or bad. No, how many people are aware of what you are doing? So a lot of people spend a lot of money on advertising, sharing what they are doing in so many platforms. That is what will help them. Today is Friday, so I don't want to spend much time. So let's go to the seventh lesson I learned from 10 times rule. The seventh lesson I learned. That you always be criticized by people doing less than you. I have never seen anybody higher than you criticizing you. Anybody doing more than you criticize you. You always be criticized by people doing less than you. Anytime somebody is criticized, ask yourself, like, what is this person really doing? You always be criticized by people who are doing less than you because they criticize you to feel good about doing nothing. So I love this quote that you always be criticized. The seventh lesson I learned from this book, 10 times rule. Books are the friends of the wise. The reason why you are suffering is because sometimes you don't read books. There are great ideas in books. Not on TV, books. TV, when you on TV, they show you what you want to show. They don't show you what you want to see. They show you what they want you to see so that you go and buy. But when you buy books, you are buying books to change your mind, to change your life, to change your decision. The seventh lesson I learned from this book that you always be criticized by people doing less than you. You always be criticized by people doing less than you. You will never find somebody doing more than you criticize. Assuming you want to go into editing, there's somebody who is doing it at a higher level. Do you think he will criticize you? He's so busy on the thing he's doing that the last thing he has is you. But guess what? People who are doing less than you, they'll criticize you. Why? To feel better about themselves. To feel better doing nothing. So when you start doing something, and you start to succeed, it will attract attention. It will attract some people. Some of these people just loved you genuinely. They just loved you genuinely. Some too will envy you. They will hate you. And the best way to handle that is to criticize you seriously. But my advice for you is that stay true to who you are. Just be who you are. The wrong people will go away and the right people will stay. Even the right people are few. At least you now know you are with few right people. It's better to be with 3 right people than 100 wrong people. I love one quote I ever saw, that it's better to be single than to be in a bad marriage. It's better to be alone than to be with wrong people. Sometimes some people are alone not because they don't want friends, but all the friends around them are not the right friends, so they choose to be alone. Your peace sometimes is more important than just the idea I want to be with people. Yeah. So the seventh lesson I learned from this book, that you always be criticized by people doing less than you. Now let's go to the 8th lesson I learned from this book. That you must be organized. That you must be organized. If you want to succeed in life, you must be organized. What do you mean by being organized? Nature is very organized. If you study nature, nature is very organized. Nature is not disorganized, it's very organized. The sun has the time it comes. The moon has the time it comes. Night has a time. Morning has a time. Day has a time. If you go to the water bodies, everything is organized. So if you want nature to help you, you must be organized. Anybody who is disorganized, you cannot be helped by nature. Even God is very organized. Look at how God make a human being. Where you urinate, where you eat, where you go to toilet, how you excrete sweat. your ears, your heartbeat, your blood running, water. Like nature, God is very organized, and He only helps them who are organized. Anybody who is disorganized, you are going to face a lot of problems. I have a lot of friends in Kumasi who are very disorganized. Some have lost their life. Some have become weed smokers and drunkards. Some are armed robbers. Some are struggling. Some are very struggling. Some are in the hospital. Some are in prison. If you want nature to favor you, you must be organized. Anybody who is disorganized will be punished by nature. If you want to lose your life, you be disorganized. Be disorganized in your mind, be disorganized in your habit, and be disorganized with the people you surround yourself with. Anybody disorganized, you suffer a lot. If you want nature to help you, be a very organized person. When you wake up, organize your bed, clean your environment. Be very organized. Know what is it that you want, what is it that you don't want. Be very organized. There was last 2 weeks, a guy called me. I think he was disorganized. Nature was dealing with him. He called me for help. I said, the first thing you need now is clarity. What's your dream? He stated them. I said, which vehicle will help you get that dream? Money is not a dream. Money is not an end. Money is a means to an end. So you want to have a happy marriage. You want to have financial abundance. You want to have happy kids. You want to have healthy. You have to, which vehicle will help you that? So if you want to be organized, you must have your dream. If your dream is to be a world-class speaker, what's the vehicle that will help you become that? If your dream is to have a happy relationship, which vehicle will help you get that? So that when you are in that vehicle, you know the purpose of this vehicle is to help you finance or help you get here. So clarity is very important. Money in the hand of a bad person is bad. Money in the hand of a good person is good. So the person in the equation determines the work of money or not. But money, in my perspective, is a means to an end. It's not the end in itself. So the 8th lesson I learned from 10 times rule, that be organized. Be organized. Be organized here means have a vision. The Bible says, lack of vision, my people perish. People who don't have vision, they don't know how to dress, they don't know the friends to surround themselves with, they don't know the right books to read. They wake up on TV, they see Malam saying, bring 300, I'll give you 30 million. They watch stupid stuff, they get up, roam around. When you are disorganized, Andrew Wahala Pam, you must be organized. If you want to succeed, whether it's financially, you must be organized. Whether in your marriage, you must be organized. Be very, very organized and see how nature will help you. We don't have much time. Let me move on. The ninth lesson I learned from 10 times rule is that the antidote to all human suffering is love and gratitude. The antidote to all human suffering is being grateful and loving. Wow. So for me, every night, I ask myself, Mr. Yunus, what are you grateful for today? Every night as a young guy, when you are going to sleep, just write, what are you grateful for today? You write them. I don't suggest in the morning, because in the morning you've seen nothing. Today, in the evening, Friday evening, when I'm going to sleep, I'll write, what are you grateful for today? Then I'll write them, then I'll be grateful. The next is love. Dwell in love. Love people because of God, not because they deserve it. Love. Do things to people, not because they deserve it, but because of God. When you start to do things because of God, you live differently. You get blessed differently. It's very, very important. So the antidote to human suffering is love and gratitude. So I only loved, and then being grateful. Being grateful where you are now and where you used to be. Being grateful who you are now with who you used to be. is very, very important. It's very, very important. So let's come to the last lesson I learned from this book. The 10th lesson I learned from the 10 times rule. That your goal must be people automatically think about you first when they think about your industry. That as a young entrepreneur, when you are starting, your goal must be people automatically think about you first when they think about your industry. So for instance, when you come to Tamale and you think of musician, who is the first person? Fancy Gadam, Macasium. Now when you go to motivational speakers, who is the first person? Who is the second person? And I realized something about Northern region now. If we're a Southern artist and you come to Northern region, you must involve one of the Northern artists, or else, even if it is 5 cedi, nobody will pay. You must acknowledge their Northern artists. You must involve Fancy Gadam or Macasium or any other powerful musician. So your goal, according to this book, your goal must be people automatically think about you first when they think about your industry. So politicians, when they talk of politicians, who do we think of? Is it Haruna Idrisu? Is it Amin Anta? Is it John Mama? Good. Footballers, if you are a tailor, make sure that people automatically think about you when tailoring is mentioned. If you're a video editor, videography or picturegraphy, when people think about that industry, make sure that your name will be involved. In Tamale here, fortunately, when they mention those things, is TMP Studio. I also have a very few friends of mine, Prince Hami, and then Abdul Rauf Graphic. So these guys too are very good. But in Northern region per se, is TMP Studio. Most of the Northern artists, the musicians, is TMP Studio. So he has built that. So when it comes to motivators, I'm also building that, inshallah. So you have to identify your area and make sure that people think of you immediately. They thought of that particular industry. So if you want to be a medical doctor, when they are mentioning doctors, you should make sure that you must be one. If you want to be a teacher, professional teacher, when they are mentioning professional teachers, you must be that one person. If you want to be a writer, a singer, a nurse, a soldier, a carpenter, a mason, when they mention masons, make sure that you are involved. So like that, you'll be able to get a lot of customers, retain them, and become very successful. So I've come to the end of my lesson. If you're able to do these 10 things I've stated from this book, you are going to be very, very successful. You are going to be very, very successful. I'm well known with this statement. Status in the world is not defined by what work you do, but by how well you do it. It doesn't matter what you do. Whatever you do, give it your all, and everyone around you shall benefit from it. And be givers in life. Don't wait for people to show you love. Give love first. And remember what Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, that la yu'minu ahadukum hatta yuhibba li akhihi ma yuhibba li nafsihi. That none of you is truly a believer until you wish for your brother what you wish for yourself. I wish myself the best, and I wish you too the best. God bless you. God bless you. And try and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Ibrahim Yunus. My goal is to hit 10K subscribers. Help me. Go and search. Go on your YouTube app, click on it, search for Ibrahim Yunus. Ibrahim Yunus. Click on one of my videos, and then click on the red button, subscription. If you click, you will be added. Anytime I post a video, you will get a content on that. And you are also supporting me to reach the 10K. I wish all of you all the best. Salam alaikum. Bye-bye.